Hey guys, and welcome to the Get Live podcast. This is episode 61. Last week we had Danielle McRae, the awesome voice actress, and the week before that we had Erin Fitzgerald, who's another awesome voice actress. There's a trend going on. We're just getting voice actors and voice actresses on the podcast, and I decided to do something different for you guys. So, we got a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Rich and I'm the field executive for East Anglia and London for Ubisoft. So, yeah. Now you guys can't really say that we haven't been giving you guys great guests on the podcast because I brought you Rich. There you go. Yeah. So what do you exactly do for Ubisoft? So the Ubifield team is a team of about 6 people broken up across the UK. What we do is basically we do a lot of marketing. We collect data in stores and showcase the latest games to the store staff, help train them. Otherwise, we also organise and host events in all the store groups across the UK.
So recently, what you guys going up to? Like, what are you going to do in these stores?
So the latest thing that is going to be ongoing throughout August is our AC4 and Watch Dogs PlayStation 4 tour. Basically what that's involving is we're going visiting loads of stores across the UK. They're all advertised on the game website. And people can come in, as long as they're 18 of course, come in and view PlayStation 4 live demo for both Assassins and Watch Dogs. So it is hands-off demo as it stands at the moment.
So who will be playing these demos? Would it be you personally, or would it be someone else within your team?
So it will be, depending on which store it is, it will be a member of the Ubifield team. So it will either be me or one of my other 5 colleagues playing through the game.
And have you had practice, or is it going to be like the first time you're playing this game?
Well, I've played through the Watch Dogs and Assassins demo quite a few times now. Obviously, we've run through a few lock-ins already as it stands, and we do a few demos every day. I've had to do a few at some sort of retailer conferences, so I've had plenty of practice.
Okay, so what's the experience like playing through these games even before they've been released?
It's absolutely amazing. I mean, you kind of always feel awesome because, especially when you get to play something before everyone else, it's just an awesome feeling because everyone's talking about stuff and everybody wants to know how great these games are. But it's tough because you can't really explain or express how good these games are because of NDAs and other things like that. Which is why these kind of demos are good, because people can come in and watch to see how it plays and see what it's like firsthand, because it's always different from viewing a demo on YouTube or an online website as opposed to seeing it live there in your face.
So you said you played this numerous amount of times, so do you kind of get bored of playing the same demo again and again?
I suppose so. I mean, I have played through and sort of just messed around on the demo a lot, which is always fun. But I think, if anything, I feel I can understand how like QA testers can get frustrated with playing the game over and over again because they have to do it like 1,000 times worse than what we have to do. But at the same time, the great thing for us is, every so often we'll get new code. So I think that's the next big thing for me to wait for is the Gamescom code.
Okay. So the one that's going to be shown off at Gamescom.
Mm-hmm.
So will you be going to Gamescom this year, or?
Unfortunately, no. As we're doing these tours, we're kind of stuck here. But the team will be at Eurogamer this year, so you can check us all out there.
So I'm guessing the games will be playable there, like Assassin's Creed 4 and maybe Watch Dogs?
Assassin's Creed 4 is definitely confirmed for Eurogamer. Watch Dogs isn't confirmed yet, but it might be appearing there.
Okay. What about the Rayman game? Because I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I think everyone's kind of excited about it. It's finally coming out. Essentially, we were supposed to tour with Rayman this month, in fact, and get some sort of Rayman events going. But obviously, with the focus on Splinter Cell, or the big three, as I like to call them, Splinter Cell, Watch Dogs, and Assassins, it's kind of been put behind for a moment. I wouldn't say I'd promise, but I will try and get some Rayman events out there. It's just very busy for us with the focus on Watch Dogs, Assassins, and Splinter Cell at the minute.
Well, of course, those are the biggest games that are going to be out there soon. So, out of all of these games, which ones are you most excited about? Give us your honest opinion.
Of all the Ubisoft titles, or just in general?
We'll start with the Ubisoft titles and then we'll work our way.
Cool. I think for me, it's definitely my one to watch this year of the Ubisoft titles is Watch Dogs. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Assassins. On a personal note, I didn't enjoy 3 as much as I did some of the previous titles, and I think a lot of gamers would agree with that. And 4 is really, really amazing. Like, what I've played of it so far is just unbelievable. But I think because Watch Dogs is brand new, and it's a new franchise, it's a new IP, I like new things, I suppose, yeah. So Watch Dogs is the one for me to, especially because I cancelled my pre-order for GTA.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, considering that you work for Ubisoft, do you get these games for free?
We do get a few of them for free. I mean, that's a given for wherever you work. You will get some games for free. Some of them you won't. Some of them are just a little bit hard to outsource. Like, for example, we won't be getting the Splinter Cell edition with the plane that the US guys are getting, which is a little upsetting because I kind of do want that remote control plane, but you know.
Yeah, but you guys get USB guns.
Oh yes,
that's
yes.
quite cool.
Yeah, we do. We've been giving them out at. We gave them out at our Splinter Cell Blacklist lock-ins, and I should be giving some more out at the official midnight launch.
Because I've been seeing at Game Digital, they were tweeting about it, and I was like, oh my god, I really want one of those. But in all honesty, I'm not a big fan of Splinter Cell, so I can't see myself going to one of those lock-ins for it. But I suggest if anyone is a fan of it, it's a nice experience to go to one of those lock-ins.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of people that, you know, have never played Splinter Cell before, or aren't really that interested in Splinter Cell, but once they get their hands on it, I think you will find it quite enjoyable. And we've noticed that with a few people. Like, we had we toured Splinter Cell with at Res, and we got a lot of good feedback from it from people who didn't know what to expect or have never played a Splinter Cell game and really enjoyed it.
Because honestly, of all the Tom Clancy games, I prefer Ghost Recon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because Ghost Recon's cool. I can't deny that. Like, all the technology they use in that game, and
yeah,
it's like stuff you would never see in other titles. I'm not going to name those other titles, but you do know what those other titles are.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, the Ghost Recon, we did quite well with Ghost Recon tour last year. We had a good few tournaments going on. It was great. People love it.
Now, what do you like about Splinter Cell?
I actually like the new direction it's gone to. So a lot of people didn't like the whole conviction style of play with the mark and execute. The thing I like most about Blacklist is that you can kind of take any mission in the way that you want it. So if you wanted to play stealth, you can play stealth. You can go through a mission being a ghost, not getting detected, not killing anyone, not interacting with anyone. Or if you're one of those guys that like to just run and gun, you can do that. You can just go out and kill everyone and cause a scene and go loud. My playstyle is a bit of a hybrid, so in the game you can kind of switch between lethal and non-lethal weapons. And, well, for me, I always switch to sort of lethal weapons and play half stealth, so I'm kind of sneaking around, but I'm killing people and hiding bodies afterwards.
Sounds very interesting. Of course, to me it's not the most interesting game.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's Rayman Legends for the win.
I have played a bit of Rayman Legends, and I really like it. I love the musical levels. Yeah,
Classic.
yeah. So it's really good. It's really challenging as well. I mean, I've got a Wii U, and I've been playing some of the online challenge maps, and they get me really addicted to it. So it's quite fun. I like the touchscreen thing that you can use on both the Vita and the Wii U.
But isn't it coming to other consoles as well, or is it?
Yeah. So no. So it's Wii U, PS3, Xbox 360, PS Vita, and PC now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how a PC Rayman game would work, but
I don't know. Connect a control pad. You'll be fine.
I'm just imagining it with keyboard and mouse because I've played the Rayman game on the iPad.
Yeah.
It's quite interesting, but it's not as good as Orange. Oh, fuck. Oh, what was the other one? The one right before Legends.
Origins, yeah. It was Origins.
every time I try and say it, I say Rayman Oranges.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
I don't want to pronounce it and make a fool of myself. I guess I already did, but that doesn't matter. People like it when I make a fool of myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
So it wasn't as good as that because you couldn't really do much. It was
still quite
fun
entertaining. I mean, it was one of the best-selling iPhone games. The Jungle one, Rayman Jungle one. So yeah.
It was very, I was very impressed with the game. It's very entertaining, as you said. But I'm looking at your Skype kind of avatar, and I'm just getting annoyed because I don't like those Rabbids.
Why? They're so awesome. They don't even do anything. They're just awesome.
I've always hated them because I remember at one point I used to love playing the Rayman games, and then this is all I used to see, like Rabbids. I'm like, they called it Rayman Rabbids, and then where's Rayman? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the point? Like, if Rayman's not in the game, I don't think it should be called Rayman.
Rayman fair enough. But I mean, they're fun characters. I've got like loads of little rabbits dotted around. So yeah.
I would hate to go to your office. I would just rage. I'm like, damn it! Because the thing I didn't like is that they replaced Rayman with this rabbits or Rabbids, whatever they call them. It's embarrassing.
I mean, it's not really replaced. It's kind of expanded the universe.
But at one point there wasn't any Rayman games, and it was kind of replaced with this.
This is true. Yeah.
And that's why I was so excited for the new Rayman games.
Yeah, I mean, with Legends, it's awesome. You've got like at least over 20 hours of gameplay to complete the game fully, and there's over 120 levels on Legends. So there's loads of new things going on. It's going to keep you entertained for ages, especially with the online challenge mode, which I was mentioning earlier, where it randomly generates new challenges every day. You've got something new to come back to.
Oh. So it's similar to like Mario Kart in that sense, because Mario Kart had a similar thing going on. Obviously, they're from two different developers, but it's like a similar idea.
I guess I can't remember. I haven't played the Mario Kart game since the DS version, so I don't know what the new ones have got in there, like Mario Kart 7 and whatnot. So.
Well, the last one I played was the one on Wii, and I think even now they still have like events and like online challenges and things like that.
Okay, yeah.
Which is very interesting, but it seems that the Rayman is going to do this in an amazing way.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, if you own a Wii U yourself, just download the free challenges app section for Rayman, and you can just go through them all.
The thing is, the Wii U, not a big fan of it. So I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for the PS3 version.
Yeah.
Because that's how Rayman. You got to play Rayman on a PlayStation console because that's where it started. For me personally, because I played the first Rayman game, loved it.
Yeah.
One thing that's missing from the new Rayman games is when at the end, there's that music that plays, and then Rayman. That's got to be in there. They should at least do free DLC.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And I'm guessing loads of people want that as well. But
we'll see.
The game is good enough. It doesn't really need that, but it would be amazing if they did. Just saying.
Yeah.
I've heard that there is some sort of PlayStation Vita pre-order bonus for Rayman.
There is a pre-order bonus for, I believe there's a pre-order bonus at Game, so you get skins for depending on which version you buy. So I think the Xbox 360 version has a Splinter Cell skin.
Oh,
The PlayStation versions have an Assassin's Creed skin.
this is awesome. This is just crazy.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head what the Wii U version has, but they all have their own sort of skins for depending on which version you buy.
So I'm guessing they're all Ubisoft related skins.
Yeah.
Oh, I was hoping that the Wii U version would get like a Mario, because we've seen other games have that.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I was kind of just discussing earlier that they should make a game that was the most random characters within. You know, you've got games like that, loads of crossover games now. So.
You were saying skins, and now it just brought me back to the Rabbids, because I remember seeing one of them in like an Ezio outfit.
Yeah.
What was that for?
There is an actual figure of a Rabbid in an Assassin's Creed outfit. There's one that is Splinter Cell themed as well, so it's a black rabbit with the green goggles on. And they're all just sort of little figures that we've put out there for people to buy because they do enjoy that stuff, and you know, collector's items.
People enjoy the Rabbids?
Yeah, people.
Oh my god. I've lost faith in humanity.
There's a lot of rabbits in the office.
Well, of course, it's Ubisoft. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, the first thing you see when you walk into the office is a giant rabbit, like huge. I think it's about 5.5 foot or something.
I don't see why Ubisoft are proud of the Rabbids.
They're just a fun character. People they're enjoyable. I don't think you're funny enough to understand.
Well, thanks for that.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow. No, it's just I don't like them. It's just they look weird, and it was the thing that annoys me the most. Like I said, is the fact that they put Rayman's name in front of it. To me, it just seemed like a way of making money.
Okay.
But personally, because they could have just called it Rabbids.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't have no problem with it. But the fact they just slapped Rayman in front of it, it seemed like that. So,
fair enough.
You know, that's my personal opinion, and
Yeah,
we like
of course.
opinions on the podcast. That's the best thing about it.
Yeah, we're all entitled to our opinions.
Exactly.
I like rabbits. You can't judge me for that.
No, I'll still judge though.
Okay.
I don't really care. I will still judge. No, I'm joking. I don't know. Do you have like people walking around in rabbit costumes?
No, we did have some Smurfs costumes though for the Smurfs 2 game, which we published as well. But none of the UB Field team wanted to use them.
Why?
Well, I think only one of us is short enough to be able to fit into it in the first place. But I just don't like the idea of walking around in a giant Smurfs costume.
That's interesting. Why? Smurfs are awesome.
Yes, they are awesome, and people that do walk around in a giant Smurfs costume, I'm really entertained by that. And we had an event earlier this year, and we had a few Smurfs there, and I got some photos of them, but I just wouldn't like to get into it myself.
It's understandable. Personally, I would love to do that.
Okay.
You can go do some crazy stuff with those costumes. Like,
yeah.
Literally. You can get away with, well, not anything, but you can get away with a lot of stuff dressed as those.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, if I'm going to get something with a costume, I'll just give you a call or something and get you in there, but I don't know about that now. Because I'm afraid of what you might do with it.
What do you think I would do?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
You say you can get away with a lot of things. That kind of what makes me worry.
No, I'm not going to do dodgy things.
Okay.
I might do, but I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if I was ever given access to one of those costumes, I would just go crazy. Probably get fired, but
yeah,
that's not much. Like, especially a Mario costume, I'd be jumping everywhere and
just
doing
punching
stuff.
blocks and
standing on people's heads.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. I mean, it's only right for that's what Mario does. Doesn't
I'll probably send a couple of people to hospital, which
you know, that's not my fault. I'm Mario.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Just doing his job.
Or if I was dressed as Luigi, I'll probably go to the pub, get pissed. Because that's what Luigi does on his day off. That's why he's not in video games anymore.
Oh, really? I thought he just, like, cleans the house and stuff.
No, he doesn't. He has someone else to do that. It's like, he's got one of the Goombas to kind of clean the houses. But he gets pissed. He's like a drunk. All the time. And he's not even Italian. He's like proper Cockney Luigi. Right. Yeah. Not even taking the piss. We've said this before on the podcast, and many people are just surprised that we can come up with things like that. But it does make sense. It fits together.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like in the AA meetings and everything, you know. That's why.
Yeah. Interesting.
See? Hopefully Nintendo are not listening to this, because they wouldn't like this.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't like that.
But I doubt they'll be listening to this, because this is about Ubisoft.
Yes.
And even if Ubisoft people were listening, they wouldn't like this either.
No, probably not.
No. I'm probably going to get like blacklisted. They'll be like, no, you can't come near us at any time, ever.
Yeah.
I've just ruined the relationships with like half the game companies out there.
Awesome.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ubisoft, you're listening. What I said, I do mean, but don't judge me. I still don't like the Rabbids. Just putting that out there. And I hope you don't make new Rabbit games, because that would annoy me.
Well, we've got the TV show coming out, haven't we?
No way.
Yeah, it's a Rabbids TV show. We showed it at E3, didn't we? With an interactive game aspect.
Where would that be?
What, the TV show?
Yeah, where would it be aired?
It's kicking off on America. It's going to be on a kids channel. Not sure what channel yet. But it'll be kicking off on a.
Would it be coming overseas anytime soon, or?
It's going to start off in America. It will hit over here at some point. Again, I don't have a date for you, unfortunately.
Is it going to be called Rayman Rabbids, or is it just Rabbids?
It is going to be called Rabbids Invasion.
Okay, no, that's all right. As long as Rayman's name is not affiliated with it, that's all right.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we got more questions for you. Care to answer these? They're going to be like quick fire questions though, so be prepared.
Oh.
We'll start with Ezio or Altair?
Ezio.
Why?
Because I found Altair a bit boring.
Okay.
That's going to start a massive rage war to all your listeners, because
we actually had Altair on the podcast before.
Yeah.
So
I did listen to that one. So.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did.
That's awesome. You're a really nice guy, aren't you? I have to say. So why Ezio? What about him?
I just think he was generally a more charismatic and more interesting assassin. I mean, we did have like 4 games to live through his stories, but I just liked his character in general and his persona, as opposed to Altair.
Oh yeah, of course Altair is kind of boring.
Yeah.
I do say that. But in Assassin's Creed 2, he was kind of... You know what I'm talking about, that level where he got laid and he just jumped off that building.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they put that in there. That was just so random.
I don't know either, to be fair. But hey, it's I guess it's character building.
It's very character building. It's not even the game. The game's not even about him, and there's just this one mission where he goes up to the cliff just to get laid, and he just jumps off.
Yeah.
I think Ubisoft are trolls sometimes. They just wanted to put that in there.
Maybe, who knows?
But yeah, Assassin's Creed 2 had amazing, like you said, character building and things like that. Especially Ezio's mum. She was hilarious.
Why?
Oh, there's one scene near the beginning of the game. Like, you know how Ezio's like sleeping with everyone?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, Ezio, all you care about is vaginas. And I was like, whoa. Ezio's mum, I respect you a lot. You're quite hilarious. I was cracking up for days just listening to that. I was like, I can't believe they put that in a video game.
Yeah.
But you know, it was awesome. Anyway, going back to the questions, because we're drifting off here.
Sorry.
What's your favourite classic Ubisoft game and why?
Ooh, I think it will have to go back to the original Rayman, the PlayStation version. I loved that version. It was amazing. I didn't even own a PlayStation at the time. I was on the other side and owned an N64. But I'd always go to my mate's house to play Rayman specifically because it was so good. And it kind of lost its way. I think it kind of lost its way further down the line. It's come back to its roots with Origins, and it's when I'm starting to play Rayman again. So yeah, definitely Rayman.
Rayman is an awesome game. I'm not gonna lie, it's a very amazing game.
Yes. Yeah.
Next question. Okay. What about Prince of Persia? What do you think about that game?
Now that's a game that brings back memories. I used to play it a lot on the PC. And again, with the newer titles, it sort of lost its way. We've just released Prince of Persia for the phones, the iPhone again. And that's kind of gone back to its roots and how it should be as a platformer. But it's a lot slower paced than Rayman, and I don't like that. I like kind of the fast paced games. So.
Okay. So, that's quite understandable. For some reason now, I'm just imagining like a kind of Rayman, Assassin's Creed, Prince of Persia crossover. I don't know
quite
why.
a random. Yeah, that'd be a really random game.
Wow, it's still better than the Rabbids. Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. You said that you're going to be at Eurogamer this year.
Yes.
Who else is going to be with you? Is it just going to be you, just casually there, or you're going to have your whole team?
We're going to have the whole Ubisoft team at Eurogamer this year, so it's all 6 of us. Not sure who's running what stand at the minute, but we're going to be dotted all over the place. So yeah, just keep an eye out for us, and if you spot me, I don't know, shout at me or something.
I will do. If I'm there, I'm actually going to be there, but no one knows this. I'm actually going to be there for 2 days.
Wow. What days are you going?
Saturday and Sunday.
Okay, cool.
I got the press pass, so I'll be there early.
Yeah.
Playing the PS4. I won't be playing the Xbox One because I'm not a fan of Xbox.
But you're not even going to test the waters?
Maybe, but I'll kind of disguise myself because I don't want people seeing me playing an Xbox One.
But you can't judge one without actually playing the other.
No, I can't. No, that's a valid point, but I don't know. I have an Xbox 360, and I'm not gonna lie, that's an amazing console. But the Xbox One, after all the controversy at E3, it just gave me this opinion about Xbox, and I was like, yeah, I'm just going to switch over.
They've gone back on their policies, haven't they?
They have, but it seems like they're very cowardly to do that. I think I would have respected them more if they stuck with their policies, no matter how crazy they were. But the fact that as soon as the fans said, "Oh yeah, we don't like this and we don't like that," I understand they're just listening to the fans, but I'm guessing they also saw the pre-orders and the fact that PS4 was beating them in pre-orders, and they're like, "Oh, we got to change this and we got to be better than the PS4."
Yeah.
And I know it's competition, but they're going back on what they said at E3. If they should have known that this was going to happen to begin with and didn't do all of these things, but it's because Microsoft are very money-based, as all companies are. I'm not going to lie, but it seems that was their main focus, and they kind of lost touch. That's why they came up with these crazy ideas, just to make money.
I'm sensing you just don't like Microsoft.
It's not that I don't like Microsoft. Okay. I have to admit, I actually bought an Xbox 360 way before I bought a PlayStation 3. I actually bought my PlayStation 3 this year. So I've always been with Microsoft in terms of their products and stuff like that, but after E3, I'm just like, really? I've really disrespected them a lot after E3 because I can't take them seriously anymore because I don't know what they're going to do now after seeing what they've done at E3. I'm just saying. And that's why Sony are amazing.
We've got a lot of exclusives with Sony. So
I've realised that, especially with the Assassin's Creed games in the past, there were always some sort of like additional DLC or something.
Yeah, so I think it's been put out there now that the 60 minutes extra gameplay for the PlayStation 3 and 4 versions of AC4 are going to include Adeline from Liberations.
Oh, yeah. That's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they couldn't do that on the Xbox because that is a character from a PlayStation Vita game.
Well, it's just more to do with the exclusivity that Sony have with us and our game. So they've also got 60 minutes extra missions for Watch Dogs as well. So, yeah.
So with these missions, would you have to? Are they going to be included with the game, or are they going to have like a code and you download them? How's that going to work?
It'll be the same as AC3. So yeah.
Okay, I see what you mean. Because I've always kind of enjoyed that on, especially with Assassin's Creed 3 and the older Assassin's Creed game, how you got that additional, whether it may be like I forgot what they were. They're like, some of them had nothing to do with the game whatsoever. Especially I remember with Assassin's Creed 2, it was like not a dungeon. What was it? You know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. I don't know.
You kind of lost me there.
Those DLC things that they include with the game. Like you said, it's like 60 minutes additional gameplay. But they tend to be the most...
It's like not linked to the main story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not linked at all. It's like... they tend to be something about treasure or something, or killing Templars,
Yeah, yeah.
Because I remember Brotherhood had something like that. It was like... had something about like a Templar's lair. And
yeah, that's the one.
I forgot which one it was. Shows how much of an Assassin's Creed fan I am.
Yeah, clearly.
It does, yeah. But I do enjoy the Assassin's Creed series. And yeah. Talking about Assassin's Creed, what do you think about the insert coin Assassin's Creed stuff?
I love it. We're actually supporting them for that, so they've got the license to be able to do that sort of stuff. I mean, I absolutely loved their Connor hoodie.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, it's so nice. The polos that they've got going at the moment are quite nice as well. So I've seen a couple of the designs. They are designing a new batch of AC4 hoodies because we were giving them away at our lock-ins, but they haven't been made yet. So Insert Coin are doing a lot more things with the Assassin's Creed franchises.
Awesome. So, if you can see anything from Insert Coin, like if you would kind of make your own design, what would you say to that? If they were like, "Yeah, Rich, we want you to make something for us," what would you say?
I think first and foremost, I'd laugh and say, "Dude, I've got no creativity whatsoever." Mm-hmm. But I'd love to see maybe a Splinter Cell hoodie with like goggles on the hood or something, so that you can pull over your eyes. So it's quite like a large hoodie that covers your eyes or can go over your eyes, I suppose like an Assassin's Creed style bit. But it has 3 goggles on that section, and it'll be like a black hoodie. I don't know.
Insert Coin, if you're listening, you should make this happen. Well, I don't think that'll make that happen. In all honesty, that is a nice idea, but if the goggles don't do anything, what's the point?
This is true.
Unless they put like night vision, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, is there going to be any sort of pre-order bonus for Blacklist?
There are special editions for Blacklist as opposed to pre-order bonuses.
Okay.
So depending on which edition you buy, you get some extra, goodies. A lot of it is downloadable content. We've got an edition where you can get a watch that is based on the Splinter Cell goggles.
Okay.
We've got an edition which comes with a statue of Sam Fisher. We've got 2 of those actually. One of them's the Uplay exclusive, which is a silver version of that statue.
What makes it a Uplay exclusive? Or is that just the name about it?
That's just we usually do this all the time with our editions, so we'll have like a retailer exclusive, which is normally a game exclusive, and then we'll have a Uplay exclusive, so ones that you can buy from the Uplay website. So for last year's Assassins, we had a Uplay exclusive, which was like a Freedom edition. This year for AC4, for example, our Uplay exclusive is a Black Chest edition.
Okay.
So what that comes with is a much bigger statue. It comes with 2 canvas prints as opposed to 2 lithographs, which you get in the retailer exclusive version. You also get a black flag, and it all comes in this big black chest. So, yeah.
So what you're saying is, Uplay that
Yeah,
special edition's going to have a lot more.
Yeah, if you're a hardcore fan, you want to grab the Uplay edition of Assassins, anyways. I think, in my personal opinion, the retailer version, specific versions of Watch Dogs are much better than the Uplay version, which is just a steelbook.
Okay. Talking about the Uplay thing, when you're purchasing it, can you purchase for any console, or is it specific for like PC? Just put that out there.
I believe there is a Uplay edition for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, and PC.
So there's nothing announced for the newer consoles, no?
Nothing just yet, no.
Okay. So I'm guessing you will inform us when there is something.
Yeah, I think it all depends on release dates for the consoles before we can really talk about release dates for those versions.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to argue with that. There's no point, because I don't know anything, you don't know anything, so what's the point of saying anything about that? But let's talk more about this new Assassin's Creed game.
Sure.
It's very interesting in the sense that it's in the Caribbean, yes?
Yes.
But how is that going to affect gameplay? Because obviously you have played the demo of the game.
Yeah. I mean, it's massive open world, absolutely huge. There's over 75 different locations that you can visit, and there's a lot of uncharted territory. So I don't know if you've seen the recent trailer, where the Mysterioso trailer, where he kind of discovers this uncharted island and there's a treasure map on there, and he goes to search out for that treasure. So you get things like that, and the treasures are essentially blueprints which help you upgrade your ship. But I mean, the world itself is just completely dynamic and interactive. So it's really cool. We've got like a use for synchronizing points. So every time you sync to a place, that sort of acts as your fast travel point. So if you don't want to sail from one end to another of the place, then you can just fast travel to a.
That is a very nice feature that Ubisoft put in there. Because I would think it would be a pain in the ass to sail from one side of the world to the other.
Yeah, I mean, some people didn't like the sailing bit in AC3. I loved it. It's definitely improved.
It's amazing. Especially, I have to say, that was one of the highlights of Assassin's Creed 3. Naval missions and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more in the new game, considering it's like pirates and stuff. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, the naval battles is somewhere around 40% of the game, so like 60% is like land mission based, roughly. So there is definitely a lot more land like based missions as opposed to naval battles or naval missions. So the people that don't prefer to do the naval missions, it won't be a core part of the game. Well, it will, but it won't be like as big as the other stuff that you do.
Okay, and the weaponry in the game, has that been improved?
Yes, definitely. So now you can dual wield swords, which is really cool. And fighting's changed a little bit. Just the gameplay mechanics and the fighting mechanics of the game has sort of improved since with each title as each title's released in the franchise. So it will take a little bit. It took a little bit of a while for me to get used to it, but it does feel very familiar. So it just might be me being a bit stupid.
No. Don't say that. One thing I want to point out is something I never actually understood, and you can put this out to the office and anyone that's listening. Please help me out on this. Especially with Assassin's Creed 3, they had, the gun? It took ages to reload, but how come in Assassin's Creed 2 that hidden gun reloaded so quickly? Just putting that out there, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird actually. I think it's more of a concept idea that Da Vinci actually had, and was never really created. So I think in a sense, because we had nothing to compare it to a real version, we could kind of just play about with it and, I don't know, make it faster, I suppose.
So are the guns in Black Flag the same in Assassin's Creed 3?
No, it is a little bit earlier, so you've got more things like flintlock pistols.
So that's going to take ages to reload.
It does take a little bit longer, yeah.
I'll just stick to hidden blades.
It might be your best idea. Yeah, gunplay is definitely a lot of fun though, and you might find that you do need to do a bit of gunplay.
That's the problem, because when I was playing Assassin's Creed 3, I didn't like the whole guns in that, mainly because it took ages to reload, and by the time you reloaded, they would have killed you.
Yeah,
you see what I mean?
Well, it's more of a sort of, last minute tactic or something, for emergencies only.
Okay. Emergencies only. That always helps. You mentioned that there's dual wield swords.
Mm-hmm.
Is there other dual wield weapons that have been announced, or
dual wield pistols as well? Yeah.
Okay. This is starting to sound like another game. Just putting that out there.
Okay. Well, it's what pirates do. They don't really have restrictions, so why not?
They don't. I'm looking at the cover art for the game, and of course there is an assassin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm guessing this assassin is related to Connor in some way.
Yes, so it's Connor's grandfather,
Ooh.
Haytham's dad. His name is Edward Kenway. So.
Okay.
Because the game AC4 happens before AC3.
I'm very interested in how the story in this game is going to develop, because he looks like an assassin. He doesn't look like a Templar. And I could be saying that, and he could be a Templar, for all I know. I don't really know anything about this, but I can see an assassin's logo as a flag on the cover art, so I'm assuming he's an assassin. I just want to know how his son became a Templar. It's very interesting for me to find out. Obviously,
I think
can't say anything.
That's what everyone kind of wants to find out. Because how did it happen, and why did it happen? But I think we'll have to see, play through the game.
And I'm very interested in how they're going to bring Desmond into this game as well.
Yeah.
Because that's something Assassin's Creed is well known for, the amazing storyline. I'm not gonna lie, it is messed up at times, but it's a video game and I can't really...
Yeah. It's entertaining.
Well, yeah. To say the least, it is entertaining. But it's, I'm surprised how Assassin's Creed didn't get that much, hate. Because of the stuff they've done. Because, there's a lot of controversial things in the game. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
And, I don't really know what
the controversial stuff in it is, because I play the game and I'm like, this is awesome, but there's a lot of people that bitch about the game and they're like, oh, I don't like this because this is offensive. And I'm like, what? This is not offensive, this is just the game.
Yeah, we did have a complaint from Peter, which was
about the hunting, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it was about the whaling.
Oh.
Yeah, and there was an article that went out about it. But essentially, they're virtual whales, and we was basically we said in a nice way, we don't condone whaling, just like we don't condone piracy, drunken debauchery, and wenches.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I have to admit, I don't know why why people like Peter are doing that. Of course, they have to do that to ensure people don't do that. But does anyone still whale anymore?
I have absolutely no idea.
I don't think so. Well, maybe there are people that do that. And I think they did similar things with Pokemon. Like there were...
Really?
Yeah, I think on their website, you can actually search this now, they had this kind of Pokemon game where you freed the Pokemon and they were like, oh, Pokemon is cruelty to animals. I'm like, they're Pokemon, they're not even real.
No way.
And you don't know, they might enjoy the Pokeballs.
Yeah, no one knows what happens inside those Pokeballs.
Exactly, they might have like mansions inside there.
Exactly.
You don't know. How would you know? Have you ever been inside a Pokeball?
I think I'd like to.
Maybe. It'll be cool, but at the same time, I don't know how it'll be. It might be amazing, it might be just cramped. Inside the ball. I don't know.
Who knows?
But if you would... No, I don't know. Because if you were going to be inside a Pokeball, that would mean you're a Pokemon. And that brings me on to another thing. If you could be a Pokemon, which Pokemon would you be?
I'd probably be... So, either one of 3 different Pokemon.
Okay.
So, yeah, I know. I can never decide, because I get, like, asked this all the time, like, and similar question is, what's your favourite Pokemon? But either be... a Raichu,
okay,
because he's so badass in the Pokemon episode where like it was Lieutenant Surge's Raichu against Ash's Pikachu and just got fucked. I was like, oh my god, that, an Arcanine, because it's like my favorite. I love fire Pokemon and that's my favorite fire Pokemon. Or a Haunter.
Okay. This is very interesting. It put my favorite Pokemon to shame.
Why? What's your favorite? Don't say something stupid like a Chansey.
No, it's Bulbasaur.
Oh.
Because Bulbasaur looks awesome.
Really?
Yeah, look at it. Look at Bulbasaur. He has that awesome thing on his back and he looks cool.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, don't say that. You're just crushing my childhood.
I think I'd respect you more if you said Squirtle.
That Squirtle's cool, but he's
Squirtle's Charizard, because that's usually the norm.
Yeah,
Charizard.
But Bulbasaur is awesome. Just look at Bulbasaur. He's like cute. Everyone would love to have Bulbasaur. You know?
No, because he evolves into that big hunk of.
No, please, no, I don't want that. I just want unevolved Bulbasaur.
Okay, so he's going to be weak for his entire life.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to use him for fighting other Pokemon.
Well, isn't that the point?
No, I just have him in my garden. He can help me out with the gardening.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That'd be cool because he's like a plant essentially. Yeah. So, yeah, he'll be suited towards the garden.
Yeah, and if it ever rains, I suppose he can just make it a sunny day or something. Use solar beam.
Oh no, he can stay out in the rain.
You have to water him every now and then, I think.
Yeah, but that's why he can stay out in the rain. I'm not going to water him.
Fair enough.
We live in England. There's no need to water the plants.
This is true.
The rain does that. Yeah. Anyway, then we have to get back to these questions because we went from Assassin's Creed to Pokemon, which is awesome, but people are not here to be listening to Pokemon, in all honesty. That's alright, Okay, what's your favourite game of all time?
I've actually recently had this discussion, and I kept on changing it. But I think it will probably have to be... I know the guys in the team would say, I bet it's Animal Crossing. It's not. I do love Animal Crossing. It will probably have to be Zelda or Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time is like my favourite. I think I own pretty much every version that ever exists of that game.
Okay. You're reminding me of someone I know. Like, damn. Because there's someone I know that they're a big fan of the Zelda games.
Oh, really? Do you know, I'm not even... Everyone's a massive fan of... what was the last one? Not the last one. The one with the boat. I forgot what it was. Wind Waker. Everyone's a huge fan of Wind Waker, but I didn't even like it that much. So,
why is that?
I don't know. I didn't really like the art style. Having said that, like, isn't... No, there isn't another game that's like that. Yeah, I didn't really like the art style. I didn't like the game that much overall, to be fair. I think I enjoyed Skyward Sword a lot more than I did enjoy Wind Waker.
Okay. This is interesting. Now this brings me on to another point.
Yeah.
I would like to see like a Link outfit in Assassin's Creed. Just for like the Wii U version.
Yeah, I think I tweeted that when I was watching E3 or something a while back, and it actually made me think that I just reminded me, because I was going to draw up some sort of concept art of what a good Link themed assassin's suit would look like, or assassin's suit Link. And I think it'd be quite interesting. I think it would actually work. But yeah.
Of course it would work. Link is badass.
Yeah, this is true.
Also, you know, it would get a lot of people buying the game on the Wii U, because just saying, you know?
Yeah.
Link plus anything is equals to awesome. You know?
Oh.
They even put him in one of the Dynasty Warriors games in Japan.
Oh, is it? Well, he was like my main character in Soul Calibur 2, because I had it on the GameCube. And yeah, so...
See, that's how awesome Link is. Although the game with his crossbow training, that was not a good game at all.
Yeah. I didn't even bother to go out and buy that, because I thought...
No, I got that game for free.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. And I was like, I can see why it's free. It was bad. It was just... Speaking of free games, wasn't Assassin's Creed 2 the free game on Xbox?
Yeah, it was.
Like, I wasn't a big fan of that, because I was thinking something else would be the free game. And of course, yeah, it's bringing more people into the franchise, but I already had that game, and I was like, I already have the game. Why make me play the same game I've already played and I've already got all the achievements for? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So, maybe if they did like a newer Assassin's Creed game, maybe the game I didn't play, which was the Revelations. Because, you know, I was not a big fan of that game.
You haven't played Revelations?
I've played parts of it, but I haven't completed it, is what I meant.
Oh, okay.
You see what I mean? It's because I just got so bored.
Shame on you.
In all honesty, I haven't even completed Assassin's Creed 3, because I got so bored.
Oh, no.
No, but I've seen all the gameplay, and I've seen the whole story.
Have you seen the ending?
Yeah, I've seen the ending to every Assassin's Creed game. Like, even... Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because there's people that get the game early and they post the whole game on YouTube, which they're really not supposed to do.
Yeah.
But it's very entertaining, and so I watch it. Even before... I do that for every game that has some good storyline.
I did it with the Uncharted series, because I think somebody uploaded all the cutscenes and made like a 3-hour movie or something. It was the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm guessing you already answered this, but who's your favourite assassin?
It's definitely got to be Ezio. I mean, there isn't too many. I mean, if you go outside of the games, there's a lot of assassins out there, of different eras and of different race and, you know, origins and whatnot.
I see what you mean. Yeah. For me, it has to be Altair, because he's a badass.
No, he's not.
What?
he's a trendsetter, but he's not the one that.
He's the awesome one. You know, his outfit was so good. You know, the ladies loved him.
Okay, if he says
Wow. He was so awesome that he didn't have a finger. He had a hidden blade. There you go.
But was he awesome enough to have 4 games?
No.
Nah.
No, but he was in the. He was technically in the games. You know.
Yeah, kind of. But
He was in Assassin's Creed 2 in that one thing. He was in Revelations.
Yeah.
And
That one bit.
yeah, and his costume was in all of the games except for Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's a Uplay bonus right there. That's what I did. Like, I didn't even like playing as Ezio's costume.
Yeah.
I just, as soon as I got Altair costume, I was like, yeah, Altair. It's awesome. I was upset that there was no Altair costume in Assassin's Creed 3. They replaced it with Ezio. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's so good about Ezio?
He did the right thing. Yeah.
No, they didn't. They didn't.
Okay.
They have Ubisoft Montreal. You have to fix that. Bring Altair back somehow. Even if he's in like a cutscene.
Yeah. Just a flashback of him.
Yeah, it doesn't even need to be voice acted or anything. You can just show him. Like right at the beginning of the game, it should just be a picture of Altair. That's it. I would buy the game. There's no point. You know, I would do that. I love Altair so much because, you know, he's awesome.
Yeah.
Let's just put it out. Let's put it that way. Also, the kind of area that Altair was in, I preferred it over than Venice and Rome and all of that. Yes, it was a nice addition to the game, like Venice and Rome, the whole boats and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
for me, it felt more like Prince of Persia when you're playing as Altair. Because
Okay.
when I first saw the gameplay for Assassin's Creed, I was actually at a friend's house and I was like, oh my god, this is what I imagined Prince of Persia to be. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And of course I love Prince of Persia, and it kind of, for me, it kind of continued on with that. And if it wasn't for Prince of Persia and Assassin's Creed 1, then I don't think I would be playing any other Assassin's Creed game.
Fair enough.
Just better get out there. Yeah. I would like to see in a Prince of Persia game that's kind of Assassin's Creed style, but I know I'm not going to see that ever in my life.
Yeah, I don't know if you've got room for 2 Assassin's Creed style games.
I think that, you know, this game, Prince of Persia is kind of dead, and Assassin's Creed is the kind of game that will replace it. Of course, I can't really talk about that because I know nothing regarding that. But that's just my feeling. I feel that there's no place for Prince of Persia, and I think the kids nowadays, if they played Prince of Persia, they'll be like, what the hell is this game? Do you know what I mean? Then they're not going to be used to it. They'll be like, where's Ezio? But that's fine. I think there was even an Ezio costume in one of the Prince of Persia games. I forgot which one it was. They did it as like a Uplay bonus thingy. I forgot what it was. I like the whole Uplay idea. It's a really nice idea, especially with the games. Because, you know, you get free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff?
Everyone likes free stuff.
Yeah. So. Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to find my other questions, and I actually can't find them.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm looking through the email right now, and yeah, I found a question. Yay! What is your favorite type of game in terms of the genre?
It's a tough one, really. I'd say RPG, but I haven't really been playing many at the minute. Literally, the game that's been taking over my life is a platforming game at the moment.
What game is that?
It's another Ubisoft title. It's literally just come out. Well, I'd say just. It's about 6 days ago. It's called Cloudberry Kingdom. I don't know if you've heard of it at all.
Never heard of it because I don't really keep up to date with RPGs.
Yeah, well, it's not an RPG. It's a
platformer. Yeah. I don't keep up to date with platformers unless they're Mario or Rayman.
Yeah, well, it's like the first ever platformer with fully randomly generated levels.
That seems interesting.
Yeah, essentially, there's like an infinite amount of levels, and every level is going to be like a new level that you've never seen.
What?
But the
Wait.
difficulty-
So essentially, if you had a friend playing that game and you're playing the game, you can essentially get different levels.
Yes.
Wow, that's actually a nice idea.
Yeah. And this where it gets interesting is the difficulty level.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to play, if you're a casual gamer, you can play as on the casual levels, but it can get really hardcore. I mean, super hardcore. Like I can't even explain it, describe it to you without you physically saying. But if you check out one of the gameplay trailers, like it's absolutely crazy. There's like 10 different. The game is basically you're this guy called Bob, who's a washed-up superhero.
Bob.
Yeah, I know, right? He's going to save a princess, but he has to jump through.
Okay, saving princesses. That sounds very similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
But up to 4 people can play.
Is he a plumber as well?
No, he's not a plumber.
Oh.
He's got a beard. You can customize how he looks, and you can customize the way they play. You can make your own hero in a sense, as there are loads of things. So like there's jetpacks, and there's like a double jump superpower, and there's
jetpack sounds awesome.
Superpower. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's on like PC, PS3, VR, Xbox, Wii U. So I think it's on Steam at the moment, and it's like £8. But the thing that's really caught me into it, because I brought it out with some of my events recently. So I was at the loading bar on Sunday, and people were kind of really interested and really gripped into the game. But it's one of those games where it gets so hard that when you complete even just one level, you get such a sense of achievement. You just kind of want to... Like, I had somebody there who had played through about 20 levels, and the one that was particularly hard, and he was stuck on it. The two of them were stuck on it for about, 30-40 minutes, and then they finally completed it, jumped up, screamed yes, and just walked out and never came back.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, the problem with this kind of game is that, as you said, randomly generated levels. So everyone's going to get a different level, essentially. So how are people going to do walkthroughs of this on YouTube? Essentially, you can't.
Yeah, you can. You collect these jewels, and you can, if you want to, buy these hints or power-ups. So there's one that will map out the route that you have to take in order to complete the level.
Mm-hmm.
But it won't tell you what timing, because sometimes you have to time it and sometimes you don't. So yeah, it will map out the route that you have to take up until the checkpoint, or you can get a power up that will slow down time to make it a little bit easier for you. Yeah, so there are some additional things that you can buy to help you get through the level.
This actually seems like a very interesting game. What's the name of it again?
Cloudberry Kingdom.
Cloudberry. Okay, I'm just typing that into Game's website right now.
Yeah, well, it's a digital title, so it probably won't come up there if you if you just jump on YouTube or something, you'll be able to search for it. And I think there's what they call the impossible gameplay trailer, and that kind of shows off what you can do or how extreme it can get.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at one of the screenshots, and it seems like there's some sort of mushroom.
Are you sure?
Yeah, completely sure. I'm looking at Destructoid right now, and there's like this mushroom.
Okay.
That looks like Toad. Maybe that's one of the... No, I'm going to send you this screenshot right now, and you can decide for yourself.
I can see that.
Yeah.
That's quite random.
Yeah, very random.
Maybe it's probably it's one of the hats that I haven't unlocked yet. So you can unlock a lot of the hats.
Is that a Wii U exclusive, or?
I
hope it is, because
it might be because it's on the Wii U as well. So
yeah, because that one doesn't. I don't know how that's gonna work out on Xbox. Genuinely.
Yeah.
If they include that in there, that would be amazing. Like as a troll, because we all know Ubisoft are trolls sometimes. Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes. You know. But hopefully Ubisoft are not gonna like hunt me down, because they probably will do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about. But yeah, I'm entitled to my opinions, Ubisoft. Yeah. But I have a feeling they're gonna like send assassins. They probably got that. A big company like that have to have assassins. You know?
Obviously, you're just saying quiet here because
maybe we're actually Abstergo. Maybe Abstergo.
Oh, no, don't say that. Don't say that now because no, don't say that. I'm actually getting proper scared. Because if you,
it's just a cover up for the Abstergo.
That would make a lot of sense. That would make so much sense. But
what we've done is we've made all these games just to pretend that it's not real.
Oh,
to throw you off.
That would be very smart if you guys did that. That would be super smart because no one would have guessed it. They'll be like, "No, Abstergo doesn't exist. You must be crazy."
Yeah.
So even if someone tries and finds out more about Abstergo, they'll be like, "No, I don't believe you. I'm just going to send you to the crazy house." Ubisoft is smart.
Yeah. Going back onto what other games I kind of play as well. Like I do enjoy hack and slash games, so things like DMC,
oh yeah,
Bayonetta, and so on and so forth. Oh. I love that stuff.
You didn't mention Dynasty.
Yeah, I know, I do.
But that's all right.
Yeah. I haven't played Metal Gear Rising yet, so
Metal Gear Rising is a good game. You should play it. But have you played Dynasty Warriors 8? Just
no, I haven't played that yet. So
you should do.
I know, I should.
You really should. Just saying, because it is the best game I've played in my life. Just saying.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm a big fan of Dynasty Warriors. And as you can tell from the podcast, like the past 10 episodes have been about Dynasty Warriors. Because it's freaking amazing! Not gonna lie, it is actually a good game. But it gets a lot of like hatred. Because, you know, people say it's the same game all the time, but...
Call of Duty.
Exactly. You, sir, are a legend.
FIFA, there's another one.
Yeah. FIFA is the one that pisses me off the most.
Yeah, because that hasn't really changed much at all.
It's just a guy kicking the ball around.
Yeah. I do enjoy a bit of a game, like a FIFA.
I don't understand why don't they have like the female teams in FIFA.
That's an idea, they should. I think they should.
Yeah. EA, if you're listening, this is free money.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Because people would buy that. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of football, so I won't do that. Last time I played a FIFA game was FIFA 2003, and I'm guessing it's been the same since then.
Well, a few bits and bobs have changed. Like the hardcore people will know it. Will say, like I think I can tell the difference between like FIFA 10 and FIFA 12, for example. But like, a lot of it's relatively the same.
I think one of the FIFA games had an achievement that indicates that you bought the game. Like, well done, you bought the game. Here's the achievement for it. Like, that's very embarrassing that you have to put an achievement in the game just to indicate that you've bought the game.
Sounds like a certain company, Microsoft, with their day one achievement.
Day one, yeah.
Xbox One.
That's just enough. They give you an achievement just for buying the Xbox.
Yeah. Well, there's people out there that will do that because they
just for the achievements.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be a 0 gamer score achievement. They'll probably do that just to piss people off. It's just going to be 0 gamer score.
Yeah, probably.
Because they done that in so many other games, like these Call of Duty games used to have them for prestiging. You just get 0, and like I got a 0 gamer score just for prestige. What? It doesn't make any sense. But yeah. I have to say, Ubisoft are very generous with their trophies and gamer score and stuff. Just saying. There's a lot of stupid achievements as well, like hilarious ones.
Yeah, we tend to put some.
Was beating up someone with a broom. That was one of them. That was an enjoyable one to get, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I forgot the other ones, but yeah, I'm not gonna say any more about that. So it brings me on to this. Xbox One or PS4, and why?
So with no biased opinion whatsoever, it's PlayStation 4, and that was my initial thought from even before they announced anything at E3 and before the DRM issues and stuff. I think E3 is what secured my point, and it wasn't because of the DRM issues, it was because of the Kinect and I didn't want it, and I have to have it, and it's always on, and I don't like that. So yeah, I mean, it is definitely PlayStation 4 for me. This generation, I've always been an Xbox guy. I bought PlayStation 3 about 3 years ago, and I only started playing it properly maybe last year, October.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't really played my Xbox since, but there hasn't been anything out for the Xbox, essentially, I suppose. Exclusive anyway. So I guess that's a reason for me not playing that. But even still, it's just I have a lot more friends on PSN as opposed to Xbox Live.
For me, it's the other way around. Like, everyone I know is like, "Oh, you're gonna hop on Xbox?" I'm like, "Oh man." The thing is, like you said, I'm the same. I had an Xbox pretty much for the whole of this generation of consoles, and then this year I was like, "Yeah, let's get a PlayStation 3," and that's why I want to get a PlayStation 4, mainly because before this current generation, I had a PlayStation 2, and that was my first console. And of course, I don't want to miss out on Japanese games like Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, games like that. I don't really want to miss out on. And those games, sometimes they don't make their way to Xbox because Xbox is not really popular in Japan.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to miss out on that. And especially now, I think it's you can get imported games over and play it on the PS4, I think.
Yeah, you can. Both of them actually. They're not region locked anymore. But the PlayStation 3 is not region locked. Actually, that's also reminded me. I need a PlayStation 4, the Tales of series, because they don't ever launch on Xbox.
See?
Yeah.
So that's why. So I was thinking mainly for Dynasty Warriors, and then people are just going to judge me now. But in all honesty, both consoles are technically the same.
They are now, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, now the new generation, because essentially they're PCs. But it's just the difference is the games that are going to be on them. And there was this one guy, as one of the directors, one of the people that helped make Dynasty Warriors, he said the only way that the Xbox One will be popular in Japan is if they release it without a delay. Because usually they kind of delay these products for like a couple of years in Japan.
Yeah.
And he said, look, okay, if it comes out at the same time as PS4, then it could be some good competition. So I don't know. It really depends on that. Probably Microsoft are not going to listen to this guy. Just saying. But I'm guessing they're going to delay it. And I've heard rumors that they're going to delay the PS4, but I'm not going to comment on rumors. Because what's the point? I'll just be wasting time. And yeah.
I mean, everything's just speculation and rumor at the minute. So until we get the dates,
the only people that know are Sony and Microsoft, and even then they don't really know.
Yeah,
especially Microsoft, because they're always changing their minds.
Exactly.
Every day. Like, man, I'm hoping the new consoles will come in different colors though. That'll be cool. That'll be amazing.
I don't think I'm too fussed about it. I don't like the way the both of them look, to be fair, but
really,
yeah, I don't like the way they look at all.
No, the Xbox One, I can tell you that looks like a VCR, but PS4 looks alright.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It looks alright. It looks similar to the Xbox One, but it's because it's like slanted and it looks like diagonal sideways and stuff. That looks cool.
Yeah. Easily amused.
Thanks for that. That's all you've been doing throughout this episode. Just commenting on things. I say, okay. I can't really say anything because I respect your opinions, and that's all right,
Damn right, yeah.
And you're entitled to do that.
Of course.
Just saying.
Well, I'm like just speaking of the next gen stuff. I mean, it is going to be interesting, and I'd like to see. Everyone's kind of itching for them to come out, but me, as I'm more of a PC gamer anyway, I mean, a lot of this stuff is just, like, graphics-wise, it's not too surprising. So, yeah.
Because even then, they're saying that high-end PCs can do better
than the Xbox One and the PS4.
Mm.
So yeah, if you really want a console, guys, that is pretty much amazing in terms of graphics and stuff. Just get a PC.
Yeah.
Just saying. But that doesn't mean like get a PC.
No, it doesn't.
I still want you guys to have like consoles, because if everyone had PCs, then we wouldn't have consoles.
Exactly.
And consoles are pretty much amazing. You know, it's not the same experience as a console for me, because I've played on PC before. Even with a controller, it's not the same. Because, you know, you can hook it up to a TV, but it's not the same. It's never the same. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. But of course, PC is more powerful. No doubt about it. Oh, of course, it depends on your PC and all that other boring stuff. But yeah. Another question. Out of all the games that we saw at E3, which one are you most excited for? And it doesn't have to be a Ubisoft game. This could be
it doesn't have to be an Ubisoft game. I was going to say, because the only reason I'm not excited about the Ubisoft games is because I've been around them for so long that I know like everything, or I know how things are, and I've played through them, and it just doesn't excite me because I had hands on already. Mm-hmm. It's nothing new. So the things I was really, really impressed with at E3 was the Battlefield 4 demo, and I've not really played a Battlefield game properly, except for Bad Company 2. Mm-hmm. So I don't know how I'd be if I was to jump in and play that now. But the thing that blew me away was the 64 people playing on a PC on the stage, and then them demolishing a skyscraper. I was just like, oh my god, what the hell? That was like, mind was blown at that point. So Battlefield 4 was one of them. The other one was that made me go, ooh, that looks kind of interesting, was Titanfall. Mm-hmm. But I'd rather have Destiny over Titanfall, because I can't wait for Destiny. I think it's all the lasers that was like getting shot around and stuff. That looks really interesting. And Smash Bros. That's what really did it for me. Smash Bros. Was the one that was just where my mind was blown and I couldn't stop talking about it.
That's going to be good.
Yeah.
From now, I'm just surprised about the Wii Fit trainer.
Dude, I think that's so funny. I'm going to main her as my character just to take the piss out of everybody.
No, it doesn't seem right.
It's just too funny. You have to. Or Villager. Villager is completely overpowered.
Villager. I'll tell you now, I'm going to be playing as Villager all the time.
Yeah, when I saw him pick up Samus's charge beam, I was just like, what the hell? He just picked up Samus's charge beam.
Yeah. You know, they can obviously do that kind of stuff because, you know, they haven't been in a fighting game before.
Yeah,
they can make them, of course, they can make them the most overpowered character because they haven't been fighting before.
Yeah, it's true. But Mega Man was the one that everyone was talking about after that trailer went out at E3. It's like, oh my god, Mega Man in Smash Bros.
Mega Man's cool, but there are more awesome characters than Mega Man that they could have added.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
Yeah.
I think if they put Ryu Hayabusa, that would be crazy.
I don't know, you know.
Because he was, I think, because, you know, Ninja Gaiden was an original NES game.
Yeah.
So, you know, go back to the roots. Put him in there. It'll be bloody, and the game will probably be an 18+, but it'll be so amazing. Just think about Ryu Hayabusa decapitating Mario.
It would be quite fun.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, of course, no one would buy that for their kids. Or maybe they will, considering that there's a lot of parents that buy these games for their kids. Hint, Call of Duty.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would like to see is if they take out Luigi and put in Wario?
Oh. You can't take out Luigi because then he's just going to be on the alcohol again.
Yeah.
This is what's keeping him from his addiction.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, I don't think I have any more questions. I still have to check though. I'm just adding in these kind of music. What? Was that an iPhone?
Yeah, that's my work phone. Sorry, my personal phone's an S3 because I'm all Androids, so I can't.
And then you just have an iPhone.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing wrong with iPhones.
That's not down to choice though. So I just want to put that out there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So
I was forced to have an iPhone.
So they give you iPhones.
Yeah, I've got an iPhone.
Yeah, but that's good that way because then you can use iMessages to talk to work colleagues and stuff. That's cool. If everyone in your workplace has an iPhone, then yeah.
Maybe.
I'm guessing you don't enjoy it.
No, I have been known to be completely anti-Apple.
Oh, don't say that because this podcast is going to be on iTunes.
Oh, I know. Well, having said that, I do own an iMac, so sorry. It's okay. I own an iMac.
You're leveling yourself out here.
Yeah, and an iPhone now. So. And an iPod. I've got an iPod. Oh, clearly I'm not anti-Apple, am I?
No, what's the point of an iPod if you have an iPhone?
No, because my iPhone is my work phone, my iPod's for my music, and my phone is for my phone. So I don't like to mix them. Like I don't like to mix them together because then the battery runs out for your phone when you've been using it for music, and it's just like, well, that sucks.
Is your phone Ubisoft branded? Like, there's like Rabbids everywhere and.
Surprisingly, no. It does have the logo for a background, but there's no Rabbids on there at all.
So can you change the logo or?
Yeah, I can change it to whatever I want.
But you just left it at Ubisoft.
Yeah, because people like to look at my phone when I'm doing stuff.
Oh, that's
they like
not
to
nice.
peer over. I know. So I just have it as Ubisoft branded. Where if I'm on my personal phone, it's just whatever the background it is that I've got on there. What have I got on there? Some random stuff. It's not a rabbit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I would think, because your Skype picture is a rabbit, I would assume that you had rabbits everywhere.
No. I do have like a few rabbits in and around the house, but they're like little.
In the house as well.
5-inch models.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And I've got one of those Hitman statues. Absolution. I won that from MCV.
I saw last year's Eurogamer. I saw this man that actually had cosplay. He was cosplaying Hitman.
Agent 47.
Yep. Looks amazing. He even got the tattoo.
Oh, no way.
On his head. No, he actually legit. It was a proper tattoo. I actually asked him. He actually got it tattooed on his. But they didn't let him use the tattoo for some reason. He had to put like a plaster over it. I don't know why. It was just a tattoo. It's not like anything that matters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy, but Anyway. One last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it is the last thing, is it? But I'm just saying that.
A lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff that we haven't spoken about.
It's because we keep sidetracking. And
It is, but that's the best thing about it.
Yeah.
That is the best thing about it. So, who do you think will win the console war? Because you said you're on PS4 side, but do you think the PS4 will overcome the Xbox in the West?
I think, the Xbox is slowly creeping up. I think my predictions are when it launches, if Call of Duty is around the same time, that's going to bring the Xbox One slightly in front. But I think overall general sales, lifetime sales, will go to PlayStation 4.
Are you so sure? Because the Xbox 360 obviously has a lot more sales than the PlayStation 3. And, people like to stick with what they know. So they'll probably stick with the Xbox, in my opinion.
I know.
Because if you had all those achievements, for me personally, if you have all those achievements and that achievements transfer over, you don't want to start again. And thanks for your iPhone, by the way. That was very.
Sorry.
It's not like I can edit that out. Well, I could, but I'm lazy and I don't want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I want people to get this episode as soon as possible, but probably it'll be like up a month after recording.
Nice.
Because of all of the other episodes that are supposed to be coming out.
That's
which is
right.
good. Anyway. Do you want to give out any shout outs to anyone in your team?
Yes. So if you want to keep up to date with the things we do, There are many people you can follow. So on Twitter, at Ubisoft UK, obviously that's our head office and our digital team that take care of that. If you want to follow me and the things that I do in my region, so that's East Anglia and London, that's at MooPhace. It's MOOPHACE. If you want to follow the northwest area, so that's like Manchester region and some places in and around there, you can follow Holly, who does that, and that is at Super Cooper Star. There you go. So Super Cooper is COOPER and then Star. She has some really long thing. And then Southwest, so that's Southampton, Plymouth, and so on and so forth. You can follow Rob, who is at Mechanical R. And finally, Midlands area, so that's Birmingham, in and around that area. You can follow Sonny, which is Sonny Gear Solid, because he's massive into like the Metal Gear stuff.
I've already followed these people, so that's good. I think I follow another guy that used to work at Ubisoft, but he doesn't work there anymore.
Is that Josh?
Yeah,
he works for Multiplay now. So
pretty awesome guy, I have to say. I thought as soon as I mentioned him, you'd be like, "Oh no, that guy that left Ubisoft. Let's not talk about him." You know what I mean? I thought you were gonna be hostile towards him, and I'm like, "No."
No, we're all friends. I mean, we bumped into him at Res because we didn't realise he was going to start then. So Res, are co-hosted by Multiplay again. So it was great. We caught up. We got a couple drinks and stuff. And we'll probably see him again at Eurogamer. So
probably, I think there's like an event that Multiplayer are doing. It's like
Insomnia.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, so we're going to be there, kind of. I say we, but I've teamed up with Extreme Gaming, so they're a company sponsored by Microsoft, and they deal with like the Xbox stuff, and they're going to be running a Spies vs Mercs tournament on Splinter Cell Blacklist for me. So
okay.
Yeah, so we are at Insomnia, I'm not there in person.
Okay, but you'll be there in spirit.
I will be there in spirit, yeah.
They just bring out a hologram of you. Just there.
Yeah, just know that they're at Insomnia. If you bump into the Extreme Gaming stand and you see all those Splinter Cell Blacklists, those are me. Yeah, they're just bits of me.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what would you be doing during that time?
What, at Insomnia, or?
Because you won't be there, so
yeah.
What would you be doing? Would you be doing Ubisoft stuff, or? I'm
still doing these brand tours, so
okay.
Again, if you want to keep up to the brand stores, it's game.co.uk/events, and then you get a list of all the game stores that we're doing a brand tour in. I think there's, obviously, because it's other stores groups that we're doing as well. I'm doing a HMV in Cambridge at some point.
So. HMV still exists?
Yes, I work really closely with a HMV in Cambridge because there's a lot of space that they've dedicated for us, and a Blockbuster as well. So
what?
We don't miss out the little guys. You know.
No, they once were the big guys.
Yeah, this is true.
That's just embarrassing now. Just to see that they still exist. That's fine.
They're kind of plodding along, but I think they'll make it. They'll be fine.
I don't think they'll make it.
Really?
They're gonna die slowly.
No, right. Well, HMV's. I think Blockbuster is kind of. I think might die slowly, but HMV will still go strong.
No.
No.
Oh, I was talking to Lloyd at Game Haze.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was talking to him about it, and he was explaining why HMV pretty much failed. You can ask him about it next time you go there, but
I'm at Hayes on Sunday, so is it this Sunday?
Awesome.
The 11th.
Awesome.
So I'll do that. I've made a bet with him because he thinks he's the best at Splinter Cell Blacklist, and I've bet him a bag of Skittles. So this is probably going to go on the podcast or whatnot. But just putting it out there. Yeah. He says he's the best at Splinter Cell.
Is it a big bag of Skittles or is it a small bag of Skittles?
I haven't discussed that yet.
And what flavours? We need to know. What flavours? Is it sour Skittles?
We'll just do a normal one to make it neutral.
Oh, okay.
But I said if he doesn't complete the demo level that I'm bringing down on perfection mode, which is like the hardcore level, if he fails and dies, then he owes me about a bag of Skittles. But I think I'm going to change that to make it a little bit fair and say if he dies before, if he fails and dies, and then I go for it and die at a point earlier in the game than he is, then I suppose I'll give him a bag of Skittles. Yeah, but we do loads of Skittle bets, so it's fun. I like to do that with I've lost a few times actually with the members of the team.
Oh, Skittle bets. Okay.
Skittle bets. Yeah.
This lovely insight into Ubisoft. I'm assuming the whole company does this as well, like Skittle bet.
No, not really. Actually, yes, it's mainly just the field team.
See, that's what makes you guys awesome. Skittle bets. We just sidetracked again. But yeah, I was talking to Lloyd, and he was just saying how much like what HMV did wrong and all of that, and it was very insightful. It was very wise what he said, and I was like, you, sir, are awesome. He is an awesome guy, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, he's definitely.
He has an awesome beard as well.
He does have an awesome beard. Yeah. He does. The first time I went into that store when I introduced myself as the new Ubisoft rep, it was quite an interesting conversation because actually they'd never had events before and they never got support, so they're happy to have me in there and supporting their store. So I mean, it's great. I do like the community.
When was this? Was this Gunslinger or was this at the same time or?
No, it was before that. So I think I did a smaller event with them. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, it's been ages because. But when I sort of introduced myself to them, we started to get events out, and I said, "Look, let's get this Gunslinger event going," and that went down quite well actually. People really enjoyed it.
Yeah, my friend was there at the event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he told me about it, but I wasn't able to go.
The winners?
No, but he got some stuff, some free stuff.
Get a poster and stuff.
Yeah, he got a poster, got one of the bobbleheads.
Oh yeah. Be jealous.
Yeah, I went to his house and I saw the bobblehead. And I'm like, oh, I really want one of those. But apparently, I'm getting one of those USB gun things.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Cool. How are you getting one of those?
I'm not allowed to say.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you after recording, but people are just gonna be jealous and they'll be like, I want one.
Yeah, those USB guns are awesome. So good.
Are they like life size or?
No, I wish I did. For one of my presentation videos, though, kind of record myself pretending to shoot people like first person view.
Wow, how big are they?
What size? USB size? It's 4 gig, so.
That's quite generous.
Yeah, it's all right, really. The guns are so cool, though. They're really well made. That's quite interesting. You get a little tin with it.
But I mean, like, how big are the guns in your hand?
Oh,
are they, like, small or?
If I'm gonna, they're kind of, I suppose. It's kind of like the size of my iPhone screen.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
The problem is if you're going anywhere which requires you to use the USB, that is kind of dangerous. Especially if you're going abroad.
Yeah, I suppose so. Because I always put this in. You know how like jeans have that smaller pocket, which I don't know what they use them for. I always stick the USB gun in there, so it looks like it's kind of holstered in there. And I keep forgetting about that, so I'm just walking down the street, like visiting other stores with it kind of in there. Yeah.
Wow. Imagine going inside a bank with that.
That'd be quite interesting. I'd like to. Maybe you've just made me think of an idea for my midnight launch for Splinter Cell. Maybe I'll get people to reenact. Do you remember that Xbox advert where everyone kind of went round like shooting people with fake guns. Well, it was their fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do that with the Splinter Cell guns on the midnight launch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I'll record it.
Put it on YouTube. That seemed like a amazing idea.
Yeah.
But you're gonna need a lot of Splinter Cell guns.
Yes, I'm not going to disclose how many I have, but I've got a few.
I really want to know. I really want to know how many you have, because I have to say they're the most amazing things ever.
Yeah, they're really, really cool. I didn't expect them.
Because I like USBs, like crazy ones.
Mm.
Because, you get them boring ones, and this one, is the magazine is a USB. Like, that's cool.
Yeah. Because we've had a few, like we had a driver one, which was like the car, and then we had an Ezio one, which was like a little sort of Lego type Ezio, I suppose. But these ones are by far the coolest ones I've seen before. I brought some into store before we gave them out, and like the store staff were just like, "Oh my god, I want one now. Can I have this one?" It's like, no, this is mine.
Mm-hmm. Are you using one right now? Like,
I actually have it in my hand, yeah.
Oh.
So,
wow.
Because I was trying to judge the size of it, and I'm not very good at describing things, so it kind of fits in the palm of my hand, so it's quite small.
Okay. I see how small it is now.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like a life-size gun. You were like, ah!
No.
Just going crazy with that. Because that can cause problems.
That will, yeah. I don't know if these will cause so much problems.
They probably will. If someone's traveling and they put that in their suitcase because it looks like a gun.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, that's the problem. And it's not like sprayed different colors. It's actually a black gun.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hopefully, no one gets mistaken. Of course, it does say Splinter Cell Blacklist on it. So I don't think people will take that as a real gun. But people that don't play video games will think it's a real gun.
Yeah. Do they even make guns this small?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I've seen James Bond, and they
got some really small guns.
Yeah.
But
we've sidetracked again. I think this is the episode where we've sidetracked the most.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
So that means, in hindsight, that means that this is going to be the best episode.
Yes.
Because
so proud.
That's how it works.
Do I get a trophy or something? A medal?
No. You don't get anything.
You don't get anything.
I do. I like how you were so angry. Like, you don't get anything. Just trying to defend yourself here.
Yeah.
No, but I get stuff, and you're not allowed to know. Yeah. You're jealous?
No, because I've got stuff, and you don't have stuff right now.
Yeah, we're sounding like children here.
Yeah.
Like kids in the playground, like, oh my god, my dad's better than your dad. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, I think all gamers are like that, aren't they? They're just a little bit immature.
Yeah. But that's how it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up because we've been going on for ages, and
cool.
I think this is quite a long episode, which is good. It's awesome. Anyway.
Awesome.
Let's start off with thank you for being on the podcast, Rich. An honour to have you on.
Thank you.
And I have to say, so far, I would say that this is going on the list as one of my favourite episodes to record.
Yes.
I have to say. So, that's for you right there. Yeah. And also, guys, if you're listening, be sure to do as Rich says and follow all of those Twitters, especially Rich's Twitter. I'll put all of this in the description. Which you
That's
guys...
my gamer tag as well, by the way. So
I do know that.
Yeah. It's my gamer tag and Steam and everything.
Though, unfortunately.
Oh, that's your fault.
Whoa! It's a bit aggressive there.
It's okay.
Okay, let's see how it is. Yeah. And also, if you want to buy your games, then you better buy it from game.co.uk because they are the best retailer ever.
They have a lot of special editions.
Yeah.
Really good ones.
But they are the best retailer. I'm just going to put that out there. They are the best retailer. Also, they, like Rich said, if you go to www.game.co.uk/event, then
events.
Events.
Yeah.
Events. Well, I'm on the website right now, and I typed in game.co.uk/event,
and
I'll be your mind.
and it kind of redirected me. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's gonna have all these like lock-ins and store events and stuff, and they tell you what they're for. There's some Pokemon events as well, if you guys are interested, and there's some Skylanders ones, but who cares about Skylanders?
And Disney Infinity.
That looks good. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, all these Assassin's Creed and Watchdog events are here, and tells you how many hours they are as well, which is awesome. I'm gonna see which one. There's one in Stratford. I'll probably go to that one.
Oh no.
Why are you saying oh no?
So I'm gonna be there, aren't I?
Thanks for that.
No problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just watch when I see you on Sunday. If I see you on Sunday.
Okay. Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of ass kicked.
Maybe we'll get you in on the Skittle bet as
Oh
well.
no. I will be buying you Skittles. Essentially. But yeah. What was I gonna say, man? You made me lost.
Yes.
Damn it. I think this is like your game that you want to do this. Maybe you can end the episode.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for listening to me, because we're amazing. I say we as in Ubisoft. We are amazing. And thanks for listening to Bish, because he's been awesome.
A nice guy.
Clearly, I should be doing what he's doing because I'm so much better. But thank you, everybody. And don't forget to check all the stuff that we do.
I like how you said that. It was so amazing. Really?
No, I just thought I'd put that out there too.
Oh yeah, no, I do the same thing. I even write it in birthday cards as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, to like my sisters and the stuff. It was my sister's birthday a couple of days ago, and I was just writing from Bish, and then I wrote in brackets because I'm so awesome and sexy, and I was like, well, that's how it is, and that's how I'm going to continue writing birthday cards.
I think I might take that one.
Yeah,
myself,
you got to do it. You got to do it. It's all about doing that. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
This is Chie Tanaka, and you've been listening to Get a Life Podcast. I hope that means you got a life. Besides, you gotta eat more meat!